book as well if you guys follow us there. Okay, so there you go. So we're live, good to go. All right, here's our YouTube channel again. If you check out right here, this is our live session. So if you guys don't follow us on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube so that you guys can get a lot more content from us. We are posting quite a bit of content on our channels, as you can see here, where basically we're talking about all sorts of different bots that you guys can create. We give you a lot of examples of different bots. We're actually going to be starting a campaign where we create something like 20 different bots over the next few weeks. So you'll be able to see exactly how to create different types of bots for options, for stocks, for crypto. We're going to be adding in DeFi capability as well. So keep an eye out for our YouTube channel. And make sure you like and subscribe so that you guys can get access to all the goodies that are coming up soon. Okay. There you go. We're live here on YouTube. Great. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So let me get started here. Again, today we're going to be covering some really cool stuff. So what I want to tell you about first, before we even jump into anything, let me tell you a little bit about myself so you guys know where this is coming from. So my name, Robert Grezik. I'm the CEO of Lumi Wealth BotSpot. We created this thing together. I run our dev team and basically started this company a couple years ago. I've been programming for over 25 years. I have a master's of finance degree. I sold multiple tech companies, a couple of them in the 7 figures range or higher. I worked on Wall Street for a number of years, and I helped, before this company, helped create a company called Voyager, which you may have heard of. We used to sponsor a bunch of NBA teams and things like that. It basically was a competitor to Coinbase back in the day. Started in an office with about 4 or 5 people and took that company to being worth about $1 billion at one point in time. So yeah, that was Voyager. After that, I ended up starting Lumi Wealth, and we're trying to create some magic all over again here. All right. Cool. So that's my background. But here's what we're going to be covering today. First of all, I'm going to show you guys how to sign up. Right. We'll talk about how to generate a strategy. And we'll show you how to backtest the strategy. And new today, this is a brand new thing. I'll show you guys how to deploy a strategy as well. We've made this significantly easier to deploy a strategy. So I'll show you guys how to do that. It's super, super simple. You guys will see how to get this done. Right. So before we jump into it, here's a little prompt cheat sheet that I created for you guys. And let me actually share these slides with you all as well. Here are the slides. I'm going to share them into our Zoom chat. And I'm going to share them into our YouTube and LinkedIn and wherever you guys else are following this video. We'll put them all in there. Okay, so if you guys want to follow along or you guys want to use our prompts and actually run this stuff on BotSpot, you guys will be able to do that. All right. Okay. So here's one prompt. Here's some examples of things that you can basically do on BotSpot. Right. So BotSpot, essentially, if you guys have not signed up yet, it's a website where you can use AI to create your own trading strategies. So we're using it's powered by ChatGPT and a few other technologies like that, Perplexity and some other AI technologies, where basically you can type into it like natural language, like a regular ChatGPT type of interface, and you will be able to see essentially this thing create a bot for you. It will write Python code for you that can execute your strategies and create things that will be automatically trading for you for potentially years to come, right? Okay. So here's a couple of examples of things that you can put into BotSpot and how you can use it, right? So for example, you could create a stocks algorithm, right? You could say to BotSpot, you could say make a bot that trades TQQQ based on a 200-day moving average filter. Buy TQQQ when the price is above the 200-day moving average and sell when it is below. All right, so that's if you want to create a stock trading bot. If you want to create an options trading bot, you might say something like, make a bot that buys at the money call options on SPY, expiring 1 month or more out and selling a week before expiry. Use 7% of the account value each time and buy more options when you don't own any. Right, so that's an options trading bot. And you can mix and match all these things. So if you guys are ones that, like if you're trading, speaking to someone earlier where they like to swing trade stocks, right? Let's say if you like to swing trade Palantir, a friend of mine actually does this. What you could do is you could create a Palantir trading bot that's looking at, let's say, a couple day moving average. And if we're above that moving average, you can go ahead and buy Palantir call options that are out of the money or something along those lines. You could very easily say this to the AI and it will create this bot for you automatically and it will be trading for you on a regular basis, right? Set it and forget it. Basically, that's it, right? Here's another example of a prompt, right? You can say, make a strategy that buys all the companies that beat earnings yesterday. We actually have this one running. Sell everything at the end of the day and buy any companies that beat on earnings the day before, right? Use the entire account value and split it between all the companies equally. Buy them as soon as you can and hold them until 3:55 p.m. All right, so basically we're able to create bots that even trade off the news. So if you want to create something that, let's say, trades whenever the Federal Reserve puts out something, right? You can create an AI that says, watch out for Fed Day. If Jay Powell comes on the TV and says that they're lowering rates, then buy call options on SPY. You can automatically create a bot that does that. It's something that you could do very easily with BotSpot, right? You simply type it in like natural language, like you're speaking to basically an intern, and it'll create that for you. Okay. So, any questions around that before I show you guys a live demo? Are there any kind of strategies that you guys have in mind? We could actually even create some of them live if you guys are interested. All right, we'll keep that in mind. I'm also listening to comments here on YouTube. If you guys are sending out comments on YouTube, I'm also checking that out, or LinkedIn. If you guys are watching there, type in your comments and let me know what kind of bots you might want to see and what kind of strategies you'd like to create. All right. So let me show you guys a live demo. Okay, so I'm going to pop over here to BotSpot. So if you guys want to follow along, and I recommend that you do, check out BotSpot.trade. It's not a .com, it's .trade. So www.botspot.trade. And if you go to this website, you'll see something like this. Essentially, on the front page of the website, you can see all of our different strategies and ours and other people's strategies. We're very community focused. Basically, on the homepage here, you can see this earnings beat strategy. The one that I was actually just talking about is up 11.1% over the past 7 days, doing quite well. We have another one here, an iron condor trading strategy that's up 4.3% over the past 7 days, 16% over the past 30 days. We have here one of our community members, Tropical Whitefish. We give everyone pseudonyms so that they don't have to, unless they want to, put their names up. Right. This one's up 3.8% over the past 7 days and 23% over the past 30 days. For example, if we click into this, we can see how the strategy has been running. Right, and you can see here, Mr. Tropical Whitefish has been doing a very good job beating the S&P 500 over the past few days. So up 23, almost 24% since he started back here on April 10th. So very nice return for Mr. Tropical Whitefish. Okay. So if you go in here, you can actually see the different strategies that we're running. You can see the performance of them, see how they're doing. And if you sign up to our pro plan, you could actually get access to any of these strategies and run them all yourself. So if there's any in here that you like, any ones that are made by myself, Lumi Rob, you can actually run any of those strategies yourself and have them going for you. Right? Okay, cool. So that's if you would like to see the existing strategies or if you'd like to use any of the ones that we have. What if you want to create your own strategy, right? What if you want to make yours using AI? Well, what you would do is you'd click right here, create strategy using AI. If you're not logged in, if you don't have an account, you will see something like this. It's a free trial. We give you 30 days for free to try this out. And if you guys sign up in the next hour, we actually have a promo during this workshop. If you guys sign up within the next hour, we're going to give you guys double the amount of bots and we're going to give you guys double the amount of AI strategies. So you guys can run more in the website. You guys can have, normally you have 2 bots they could run on the starter plan. We're going to give you guys 4. And normally you could run 100 AI queries per month. And we're going to give you 200 if you guys sign up within the next hour. All right. So go here, you just click on start your 30-day free trial, fill in your email, phone number, etc. And then on the next page, you're going to be prompted to put in your credit card. We are not going to charge your credit card until 30 days after the trial is finished. All right. And that way you guys can follow along and you guys get the nice bonus here from our workshop. All right. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to log in because we have an account here. So I'm going to log into my account. There we go. And I'm going to show you guys creating an AI strategy. All right. So here we go. Here's our interface. It's basically like a chat GPT. You can scroll down to here. There's a big box. You say, I want to create a strategy that trades call options on Palantir, right? Let's say if you want to do that, buy them, 10% out of the money and 1 month to expiry. Right? If you want to do that, right? Rolling every 3 weeks. So sell 1 week before expiry. Right? Let's say if I want to do that, this will create now a Palantir trading bot for me and it will automatically create this. Let's say if I hit generate, what it's going to do is it's going to go off, wait a few seconds, and it's going to have our AI create the strategy for you. It's going to be created using Python, so you could very easily modify it. You could use the code, do whatever the heck you want to do with it. We also make it super easy to run it after that, but I'll show you that in a second, right? So here we're creating a bot that trades Palantir, buy them 10% of the money, one month to expiry, rolling every 3 weeks. There we go. Okay. We also have a bunch of examples here if you guys want to try them out. Right, so here we have a list of examples. Make a crypto bot, trade pairs trading using correlated stocks, create a pairs trading strategy using correlated stocks, use Perplexity daily before the market opens to find stocks receiving significant upgrades, right? There's all sorts of things that you can do, and we have a lot of examples for you to try out here. But first, I'm going to show you this Palantir trading bot. There we go. Here's a bot that trades Palantir call options. If you guys want to do that, very simple. Simply type in that prompt and it comes out here for you. Here's the code. If you guys want to use the Python code, if you guys are coders, you could use this to do whatever the heck you want to do with it. Run it on your own servers, modify it however you want. It is your code. You can do whatever you want to do with it. There's also some AI notes here describing basically what it does. Right, so this strategy automates trading Palantir call options. It buys 1 call, 10% out of the money with 30 days to expiry on the first iteration. Every trading iteration, it checks for the existing call position. When the position has 7 or fewer days to expiry, it sells the option and buys a fresh 1 month call to roll. Perfect, very easy. And when you run this as well, you're going to get a nice little flowchart in case you are someone that doesn't want to read Python code. You could also see the flowchart here. So this is what this strategy does. Okay. This one goes in, start, get Palantir price and time. If the price is available, yes. If it's not available, skip. If it is available, get the call options. If you found the call options, select the expiry and strike. Right? Is there an existing call position? If yes, if the expiry is less than 70 days, then if yes, roll the call and sell old and buy new, or if no, hold the position and then add either way the price line, right? And then we end. And this is basically what happens every single day with this bot. It was made automatically within seconds, and you can have this thing running right now. So say if I want to run this bot, what I would do is I would hit deploy right here. Okay, here's deploy bot. Right now we have 2 brokers they could choose from for deployment, but if you want to do this on your own broker, we show you how to do that as well. And you could trade with something like 10 different brokers. We work with Schwab, we work with Interactive Brokers, we work with Alpaca, which is one of my favorites. I'm going to show you that. We work with Tradier, we work with Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, Binance, And we're going to be adding in DeFi capabilities soon as well. So if you want to trade with things like SushiSwap or Uniswap or other DeFi exchanges, we will also have that for you very soon. All right, but let's say you want to trade with Alpaca. This is one of my favorite brokers. We have this Palantir call option trading bot. I'm simply going to click here, go to Alpaca. Here's this broker. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're one of the fastest brokers in America, based out of Silicon Valley. They just raised $56 million, I believe. So fantastic broker. I'm just going to log in here to one of my accounts. I got a lot with them. I actually have something like 100 accounts with them. Okay, so I'm just going to log in here. And I'm going to go to one of, let's say I'll use this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to log out of this one because this is we're using all these accounts for something. So I'm going to log out. I'm going to log into a different account. I have so many with them. So here is, I'm going to log into this testing account. So I can show you guys a nice little test. All right. So here, I'm going to make sure that I have this thing here so that I can actually log in. Right, there we go. It's very easy to create an account with them. If you guys want to create an account with Alpaca, literally takes 30 seconds. They only require an email and you'll have an account up and running. Okay. So here is the Alpaca. I'm going to go over to home and we'll use this test account right here. When you log into your test account, simply go down to API keys. You want to generate your API keys. It's basically like a username and password. If you guys have never dealt with API keys before, basically type in your API key here and your API secret here. There we go. That's from Alpaca. Accept and then hit deploy. And there we go. That's it. You have a bot up and running. We're going to give it a few seconds and you have a Palantir trading bot. We'll see if this thing actually makes any trades today. Automatically, very simple, running on your account. There we go. Cool. So there we go. We have a status up running. We'll see if this thing actually buys anything today. All right, I think it'd be very cool. Let's see. Right now, I own a bunch of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm just going to sell those so we have some room to actually buy some Palantir. And we'll let this thing run. Cool. While that's running, let me show you guys some of the rest of the website. So we created a Palantir trading bot. Let's create another one. Okay. I'll show you guys how easy this is to do. Okay. So I'm going to create another one. And again, you have a bunch of different strategies here they could choose from. We have a lot of different examples. Let's go over a couple of them. Let's say use Perplexity every Friday before trading starts to get upcoming economic release dates, CPI, NFP for the next 2 days or next 2 weeks. Check daily, use it during trading hours. If today is the day before a release, buy an SPY straddle expiring next Friday. Close the straddle at the end of the release day. So for those of you that are options traders, you guys can build a very complicated options bot very easily. Simply click on that. There we go. And then you hit generate if you want to create that option strategy. Let's say you want to make another one. Let me show you guys actually a back test. Here's one of my favorites, right? I'm going to pull from the prompt cheat sheet that I gave you guys. This is one of my favorite bots. So I'm going to say, make a bot that trades TQQQ. If you guys haven't heard of TQQQ, it is basically the leveraged version of the QQQ, right? Or the NASDAQ. This thing has done very, very well over a long time period. But the problem is that it has a lot of volatility. When things crash, it's down 80%. But in the long run, it's up like 3,000 something plus percent versus the QQQ. So very, very good performance, very well performing stock, but a little risky. So what I like to do is I like to create a strategy around it to swing trade it, right? So basically what we do is we create a strategy that looks at the 200-day moving average on the TQQQ. And then when we're above that 200-day moving average, we buy TQQQ. If we're below the 200-day moving average, we just don't touch it, right? We sell it, we sit in cash, and we wait until things settle down a little bit, right? So this way you're basically avoiding bear markets and you're investing into longer term bull markets, basically. All right. So here's the code. Automatically generated that, as you can see, in about 30-40 seconds. You have now Python code that can automatically trade this for you. If you are someone who likes to read code, you can actually go in here and see exactly what this does. It's incredible. Honestly, this used to take us days to make bots like this. Now we can do it within seconds, which is incredible. You can see here the AI strategy notes, basically what it created. It'll tell you in plain English. And then in a few seconds as well, you will have a diagram right there explaining exactly how this thing works. So you could actually dig in here and you could say, okay, what does this thing do? Well, it's going to start, get the TQQQ price and 200-day moving average. If the price is above the moving average and not invested, if it is, then buy the maximum TQQQ shares. If not, is the price below the SMA and you're invested? If yes, then sell all the shares. You're either going to be buying or selling depending on these conditions, right? So a flowchart makes it a lot easier to understand what's going on. With this one, what I'm going to do, we could deploy it as well. I can show you how it works, but let me show you a back test, right? So here is our back testing is actually built into this as well. If you don't know what a back test is, basically it's a way of seeing how this would have done over the past couple years, right? So I'm going to go back to 2012, January, because the TQQQ didn't come out until somewhere late 2011. So we want to go back as far as possible. When I select these dates, it even tells me here what happened over those time periods. There's a 2015 China crisis. There's a 2018 correction. There's COVID in 2020, and there's the bear market in 2022. So I could be confident that this is going to be a good strategy because I've gone far enough back that I could actually see what would have happened in all those time periods when things went bad. Okay. So here I'm running the back test. You're going to give it a few minutes, and we are going to see this back test and how it would have performed in the past. Okay. So just wait here for a bit. You'll see a progress bar show up, and you'll see basically how this thing does. And you can actually follow it and see how it was doing over that time period. Okay. And there we go. We're also here. Here's our Palantir trading bot. We could actually see that the Palantir trading bot automatically bought some Palantir options for us today. It bought a few call options, actually. Pretty cool. It diversified against 3. Awesome. It bought one with 136 strike price, bought 2 of those. It bought one with 135 strike price, 2 of those, and then one at 137 strike price. Very cool. So just like that, you have a Palantir trading bot, super easy. What did it take? A few seconds, right? You just type in what you want to do. It creates the code for you automatically. And now this bot is going to be trading for me basically forever until I want to stop it. All right. So here's my Palantir trading bot. If you want to go in here, you can actually see the logs. If you are so inclined, you want to see basically the details, the technical details, you can get into there. Or you can basically go here, view bot performance. It's going to take a few seconds to load up, right? So if you're running that, you might have to wait a few minutes before you actually see the graph. But we could be very safely in our broker looking at this, seeing how we're doing. And so far, actually, we've made some money. Look at this. So far, we're making some money on Palantir. Very nice. Okay, cool. All right. Now going back to our other bot. Now we're running a bot with TQQQ. Let's say if we want to run this bot. Here's our back testing results for the TQQQ trading bot that we just back tested. Very easy. We're running 2 bots at the same time right now. One for Palantir, one for TQQQ. One of them we're actually running already. Let's say here, here is the back testing results for that TQQQ strategy. Some really nice results. We have an annual return of about 37% per year. I'd say that's a pretty damn nice return. The biggest drawdown I had was 48%, and the total return over this time period from 2012 to basically today was 7,000%, 7,088%. So meaning if you had put in, let's say if you put in 10 grand into this strategy, you would have 70 times your money. So that 10 grand would have turned into almost $1 million, $710,000. It was what it would have turned into if you had put in 10 grand into the strategy from 2012. That is a very nice return. Okay, let's say if you want to get more details on it, you can click on the tear sheet here. You can analyze basically exactly how this would have performed. There we go. Here's all the details. You can get into all the different metrics and how everything did. There's a lot of details behind any of the back tests that you run in BotSpot. You can see how it did versus volatility, absolutely smoking the S&P 500. This is S&P 500 down here, right, in the yellow, and this is our strategy. Just absolutely annihilates the S&P 500. This is why it's one of my favorites. You can see here returns by year. It's beating it almost every single year. You see distribution of returns. You can see rolling volatility, rolling Sharpe ratio, Sortino, the worst drawdown periods. You can see how it performed each and every month over the past few years. So you get a lot of details in the tear sheet. Or if you want to see this in a different way, you could actually download the trades as a CSV file. Let's say you're a little bit more technically involved. Here is all the different trades. It's not letting me open that up on my computer. There we go. Here's all the different trades that I placed, right? As a CSV file, you can actually take this into Excel, mess around with it, do whatever the heck you want to do with it. Give this to ChatGPT and ask it, how did this thing do? What do you think about these trades? You could literally take that file, do whatever you want to do with it. Or what you could do is you can click this big open chart button, and you can see essentially a nice trading view chart for those of you that like using trading view. Here's a trading view chart of exactly how this thing did over the past few years, right? Here is the strategy itself, how it performed. You can click into each one of these. This is each trade that happened, right? So let's say here on March 17th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m., it would have bought TQQQ with about $3.4 million. Very nice. If we go back, where did this thing start from? It started back here, humble beginnings, in 2012 at 9:30 a.m. It bought TQQQ and it bought about $100,000 worth of it. So we were assuming this account was worth about 100 grand. Okay. And you can also take a look at the indicators here, TQQQ. You can look at the simple moving average. So you could actually understand why this thing placed trades here and here. You could basically analyze exactly what is happening with each one of these things. All right. You can also see your cash. How's your cash doing? So you can get a lot of details around this back test. All right. Now, let's say if I want to deploy it, again, very easy to run this strategy. I'm simply going to go back to this AI bot builder page. I'm going to hit deploy. I'm going to get my API keys from Alpaca. Let's get these keys. There's my API key. Then there's my secret. Boom. I type those two in, click I understand, and deploy bot, and you're good to go. And that's it. Now we have two bots running on this account. We have one trading TQQQ, and we have another one trading Palantir. Now I have one account that I have a feeling is going to do quite well going forward into the future. All right. So there you go. There's a nice little demo of BotSpot to show you guys how to use it. Again, if you guys sign up within the next hour, we're going to give you guys double the amount of bots they could run, and we're going to give you guys double the amount of these AI queries that you could send off or prompts that you could run. So you guys are going to be able to pull off some really, really cool stuff. And I'd actually love to see what you guys build. All right. Okay, so there's a live demo. Now, if you guys are planning to sign up, right, and I'd love to see what you guys build with BotSpot. You guys can sign up with either the starter plan. As I mentioned, you guys will get a bonus if you sign up within the next 20 minutes. We're getting close to the end of our workshop here. You get 30 days for free, so you guys can try this out, play around with it, run whatever bots that you guys want to run on this. I'd love to hear about what you guys create. We've been getting some pretty cool stuff being built. Honestly, our community has been building some really, really cool bots. As you can see on there, some of them are performing very, very well. I would love to see what you guys build. Let us know what you build and let us know what you deploy. You can also sign up to our optional pro plan. That is an upgrade if you guys want to get all the best stuff that we have. This is going to include a live bot building class. These happen every Tuesday night. So if you want to have a strategy built for you, we can actually create that during our Tuesday sessions. For example, yesterday, we started work on, or actually next week, we're planning to start work on creating AI agentic bots using LangChain. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, basically, it's a little story here. There's the idea came from, there's a DeFi bot. Someone created a bot that is an AI agent. They gave it access to Twitter, right, and access to DeFi trading. And what it did is it created its own coin on DeFi and started tweeting out to people and made something like $1 million in 2 weeks. It's wild, right? It actually started tweeting at a bunch of different people. It got super popular. There's actually like a meme coin around it as well. This AI agent bot. Imagine that you create an AI agent, it starts creating coins for you and just makes you a bunch of money automatically, right? That's something that we're actually going to be building during our live Tuesday sessions. If you guys want to join those and see how we're going to be building bots like that and others, if you have bots that you have in mind, we could build yours too during our live trading sessions. And also you get all the code from that. So if you guys want to use any of the code that we build, you get to use all that code and run those strategies that we build. You also get our live AI bot builder bootcamp. This is a 4-week-long class that's going to teach you exactly how to create bots using AI. We go through everything from how to create options bots, how to create crypto trading bots, how to create stock trading bots, how to create bots that search the news, that interact with all sorts of different things. We'll teach you how to do that in a live 4-week class that will take you through A to Z, all the details of how to create these kind of things using AI. You also get 2 one-on-one support calls per month. So if you guys need any help with anything, you can get on the call with one of our staff or myself personally. I can walk you through exactly how to build things out. And then you also get access to our strategy library, which has over 40 pre-made strategies that you guys can run. Everything that's on our website, if there's anything that you like on BotSpot, you could run any of those strategies and we'll have that available for you, right? This pro plan, if you guys want to get on that, it's $1,000 up front. It's a lot cheaper than what we used to sell it for, and $200 a month. And the next AI bootcamp is actually starting. We changed the date. It is starting on June 12th, I believe, is the next time that we start this thing. So if you guys want to join and you want to be part of our live AI bot building bootcamp, then sign up now so that you make sure, yeah, exactly. So on June 12th, so you make sure that you guys get into that class and see some of the latest stuff that we're building. So we're building some really, really cool stuff that I think is going to knock your socks off, to be quite honest with you. Awesome. Very cool. So that's a nice little demo for us here. We could see whether this thing actually has been trading Palantir for us already. Right, so we got a bunch of Palantir trades here. It has not bought TQQQ, maybe because it's not supposed to today. Right, and we have our bots running. Cool. We can show you guys what the results are after a couple days. All right, any questions around anything that that we ran today? Create a nice little slide here. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you sign up to BotSpot.trade. Like I said, you guys get double everything, basically. If you sign up before the end of this workshop, we're giving you guys a bonus for signing up to this workshop. There's a 30-day free trial, so you have nothing to lose. Sign up. If you hate it, you could leave, but I think you guys are going to love it. And I would love to see actually the types of things that you guys create. We've been seeing our community members build some really amazing bots. I'd love to hear about the bots that you guys create. I'd love to hear about, for those of you on YouTube, or if you guys are watching the recording of this afterwards, let me know what kind of bots you want to see next time, right? This is a Palantir bot that we built this time around, literally off the cuff. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. Do you guys want to see some Iron Condor trading bots? Do you guys want to see spreads? Do you guys want to trade some sort of crypto? What do you guys want to do? We can build it automatically, literally type it in, just plain English is going to create the bot for you and start trading automatically, right? Fantastic. All right. Okay, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure. I will see you guys on BotSpot. If you guys sign up to our pro plan, I'll see you guys on our Tuesday sessions going forward. And I hope you guys build some really cool bots and make yourselves lots of money. I am very excited to see what you guys built. All right. Okay. Hope you guys have a great night.